in here and shove something in a hiding spot. He did not tell me exactly where he was hiding this thing or what the thing was, so I'm going to leave that up to everybody's imagination.
It's in his nose.
I was going to say something along that line.
I was trying to beat everybody else to the punchline of that. Or should I say the butt of that joke?
Already.
Let's move on.
Only hits the cups. Oh.
What day is this? It's Monday. Oh my goodness, guys. It's Monday. So welcome to all of our viewers. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the iconic production on Twitch. This is the return of our Call of Cthulhu game on Monday nights. We are running Horror on the Orient Express. My name is Becca. I am the keeper of the arcane lore, and I cannot run this game by myself. I want to first thank JD, our producer, and then I also want to thank Phantom of Truth, who's already here and already keeping us on track. Without you, we're lost and alone and confused, because what is 1923? We don't know. And let's get to our investigators. If you are tuning in and you've missed a week or two, you may see a new face here on our screen. Hang on, let me look at my picture. Nope, this side. This side, over here. I can do this. Nope, yeah, okay. Right? That's pretty much what it is. Thank you, guys. So we have Paul and Rachel. They're on top, who play Charlie and Mason. We have Lee and Chris, who play Dr. Nellie and Ricky. Those are the usual suspects. And we recently had Jenny join us playing Gertrude, a lovely soul who is happy, delighted to be here, and just interested in the academia side of the occult. It's lovely. And I tried to volunteer one of the players to give the recap, but they sweet talked me and convinced me I'd be the best person for the job. So I suppose it is up to me. Last week, the group had recently exited the catacombs. They had avoided any police interrogation about gunshots that were happening down in the crypts. And Dr. Nellie was a bit shaken from her recent encounter with Count Fenwick. So she and Ricky decided to go and find a hotel room. Let the group know they were going to be staying at the hotel closest to the train station. And Charlie and Mason went off to investigate Le Chat Noir, the cafe where they were supposed to be meeting Edgar Wellington, a taxidermist who claims to have the scrolls of Sedefkar. While they were there, the two Americans, Charlie and Mason, ran into a third American, Gertrude, who was able to speak French, order Charlie some pastries, and therefore become the bestest of friends. Pretty much like that.
That's right. That's right. That's what we do.
They met with a gentleman named Max after investigating the museum, attempting to get people to open up, the enclosed museum boxes for them. And Max was... How would you describe him?
Bureaucratic.
Sure. Max was the gentleman you guys met at the cafe who
that Max. Sorry.
took your food.
He was a swindler.
He was a swindler. He swindled everybody out of their money for the meal. He disappeared into the night. They never saw him again. However, that all led to Edgar Wellington missing the deadline with which he was set to bring the Sedefkar scrolls to the party for investigation. So, the three intrepid Americans walked back to the taxidermist shop, found a door unlocked, and sensed something uneasy about the place, called the police over to help them. The police investigated, determined there were dead bodies, asked the Americans to go home. 2 of the Americans gave false names. 1 gave his real name. And as they left, they doubled back around to go in the back door of the shop, and they found Edgar and William Wellington dead. It was slightly tragic for everybody. There might have been some sanity loss involved. Mason grabbed several things, and the party ran out of the house as the police came in, yelling at them. And so we start tonight with the group bursting into the rooms at the hotel, where Nellie and Ricky have been reclining at a respectable distance from each other. And yeah.
I'll continue our story as I enter this room and swiftly tell Ricky that we've been here for a while, and I'm gonna hand him so that you know that what we grabbed, or I grabbed. I found, what did I find? I found a few things. I found a scroll. I found a diary and a green bottle that says Dream Lasan on it. So I'm going to hand the Dream Lasan to Ricky and say, hide this, don't use it. And the diary and scroll I'll hide elsewhere. And then take a lounging seat somewhere.
What time is it?
It is shortly after 9 p.m.
So the night is still young, is what you're saying.
The night is still young. Your train will leave at 7:07 in the morning.
So as soon as Mason walks in, says that, Charlie's with us. Is Gertrude with us?
Yes.
We bring her with us.
Okay. Yeah, I was making sure.
Yes.
He goes, hey, take out the coats, put them on the hook really quick. And he starts doing a couple of different things. He pulls out half a dozen cigarettes, pulls out a switchblade, his razor blade, cuts them down, lights all of them in his mouth, stuffs them out, grabs a couple more, cuts them in half, stuffs the butts into there, lights those, hands them each around just for a minute. I was like, if you're not going to smoke it, that's fine. Just hold it, get the smell. Get your jackets off, just throws ice in glasses and pours a couple of quick drinks, shuffles some things around, and tries to make it look like they have been here a while.
Wow.
I love it.
I'm immediately going to start, well, 1, trusting my decision to trust you, and 2, think you're way more sketchy than I originally thought. Hey, I trust you more, though, so it's a good thing.
Mason, roll up your sleeves. Roll up your sleeves. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
Sit down. Sit down.
I'm
get a deck
ready.
here. Really quick. Puts out a hand. Like, if you know poker, great. If not, it's okay. We'll just leave it sitting here. And he just goes and does a couple of other little things, like screws with the curtains, and I mean, the bed's made, so he's not going to mess with that. So you can sit on that and the lounge chairs and whatever else. But
Sounds
Charlie's
good.
in a room, right? Away, sleeping, asleep, sick, resting, something.
You were resting. I'm assuming you were reading or going over your notes that you have collected.
Okay.
You just were your stomach was slightly troubled.
Okay. She's also definitely, she wrote a letter to her mother begrudgingly, but it was also because her mother's taking care of her cat. So.
Excellent.
As we're all
Also-
sitting down, I'll introduce Gertrude to the group and say, "Everyone, this is Gertrude."
Ricky ignores you for a second. He takes the towel, crushes the glass, opens up the hotel room door, and spreads the glass out there just really quick. Closes the door again. Sorry, Richard. Nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet you too, I'm sure. Wow, what colorful and intelligent friends you have. Good job.
Nice to meet you. You have a
I'm gonna say I'm pretty surprised at all of this, actually. And why did you just break a glass and spread it out? I mean, I think I know, but I don't think I know.
If anybody comes peeking our door without trying to make any sound, we'll hear 'em.
We'll hear them. That's very clever.
Danger.
And you're paying for that, right?
Praying for what?
Okay, sounds good.
Glasses get broken in hotels all the time. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it was cheap. It wasn't even real crystal, anyways.
Oh, I'll go over to. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name for a second. Nellie, and see if she's feeling better. And if she is, I'll show her the scroll.
Are we in a suite?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's definitely in her bed, but not like, oh, I'm sick. More just like, I am pleasantly enjoying this bed and I love it so much I never want to leave the safety of this bed.
Yes.
So she'll look at the scroll and ask, how did you come to this?
Sorry, did you ask something?
Yes. How did you get this?
Well, so we acquired it, and I will leave it at that for now.
You acquired it.
I will tell you all about it on the train ride tomorrow.
Oh, you know what? Okay.
We didn't steal it.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. You know what? Just to be sure, can I see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This scroll is it looks old. It is elaborately tied and sealed with a fresh red wax. If you would like to make a spot hidden history or archaeology roll,
Always. Spot hidden.
Archaeology.
Wait, what was the other one? So spot hidden, archaeology, history.
history. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not doing history.
I'm really bad at this. Just history.
I succeeded the spot hidden.
Cool.
Oh, that's frustrating. I barely failed.
Push.
Push it, or use some luck.
Okay, I'm gonna
Push
push
it.
I need to push it. I need
Real
to
good.
Or,
push it.
well, depending on how far away you were, you could always use luck.
3. Do you want to spend 3 luck, or do you want to push the roll?
What does push roll mean?
You can roll it
It's
again.
yeah, and it's double or nothing. So if you
But it can also be
fail,
doubly
you
as well.
fumble.
I'm gonna push my luck for 3, and I'm just go
Alright.
down 3.
You're going to spend your luck. Okay.
You want to spend
Oh,
luck?
I'm sorry. I meant spend luck. Sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. All right. So you spend your luck and you are successful then. So with the spot hidden and the archaeology roll, you, Mason.
Ah. I was thinking about lawn darts earlier. When I was thinking about acquiring things, think way back to lawn darts. That was a good time.
That was a good time.
Lawn dart.
I enjoyed watching that. So with your spot hidden, you realize that the wax is pretty new. And Nelly, with your archaeology, you realize that the only reason the scroll looks old is because the paper has been baked in an oven. And you are quite certain, between the two of you, that this is a fake, and there's probably not going to be anything on the inside.
So she's just gonna bust it open then, because she doesn't really care. And look.
Okay. It is blank inside.
Yeah. She's gonna turn to Mason and say, "Well, that was you're not being chased by the police over this worthless piece of paper, are you?"
Definitely not. And is there a fireplace in this room? Side question.
Probably
Yes.
hear from the other
Is
room.
it lit? Because if it is, this is going in there.
Was it lit, Nelly and Ricky? It is January.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and go over there and methodically burn the thing.
Make sure you
Oh,
pound
yeah.
it into bits after you're done.
It'll be nothing when I'm done with it. As it was nothing when we got it.
Hold on my Gatorade. Why are you this way? I'm sorry, I'm not.
So then you still have the diary and the green bottle.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and show Nellie the diary as well.
May I take a look at the bottle?
Yes. I gave it to Ricky, so Ricky, please give that to Gertrude.
He puts his foot up on the table, pulls it out of his sock garter, and hands it over.
Fun fact, a sock is a good place to hide things.
Interesting.
Sock garters are excellent places to hide things. Plus, they keep your socks up.
They keep
Good.
it so stylish and functional.
I mean,
Elastic by Ricky.
I mean, historically, elastic and all those kind of things didn't really come in for a little while. So, sock garters were definitely a thing for stylish gentlemen.
No, I don't disagree with you at all. I just now really want Ricky to give style tips and advice to, I don't
Anyone?
know. I'm just funny in my head.
Okay, well, we'll do hair tips,
Yeah.
and then I'll do
Style tips by Ricky.
old school tips.
All right. Who's looking at which one first?
I'll be looking at the book with Nellie.
Okay.
I'm looking at the bottle.
If you would like to give me a science pharmacy, I don't know if you have that.
I have chemistry.
You can give me a chemistry. Then give me a chemistry roll, and then Mason and Nellie, as you guys look at the diary, you get some missing pieces filled in. It's going to take about an hour to read.
So out of curiosity, I feel like I did this wrong. When you put points into science, do you have to declare a science? Because I left mine blank.
In
At
fact,
this
yeah,
point
you'd probably
in
be
time,
skilled in scientific method and other related things.
Okay, let me hear her.
yeah. If you want to just leave it as science, and so that kind of a general understanding, that's fine.
Okay.
In this specific role, then, where Gertrude is going to attempt to identify what is in here, I would probably have you roll a science check with not a penalty. So just because you don't have the specific science or identifying chemicals.
Okay. But I'm not. Am I sciencing the book, or is that just the bottle? Yeah, I know.
The bottle that was being scienced.
Okay. That just triggered another question. So, okay.
No, that's fine.
I was just going to ask, is intimidate on the bottle?
No. So Mason and Nellie, you guys are going to take about an hour to read. I assume Charlie and Ricky are going. Ricky's going to teach Charlie how to play some poker.
Yep.
All right. Gertrude, what did you get on your science roll?
Well, I was wondering if you could explain to me how using the luck points work.
Using luck, you spend them. So if you have, say, 68 luck and you needed to use 3 to get successful, you would now be at 65. That would also help you if you were really close to like a hard success or an extreme success and you had to, beat somebody else's success, for example, in combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do luck points ever come back, or once you use them all up, you're just done?
There's a possibility they come back.
Okay. I'm going to push then.
Okay.
Oh, that was much better. That was a hard success.
Okay.
I could use a luck point and get to a critical, but I'll just go with the hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So holding it up to the light, and pouring a little bit out and taking a look at what's in it. It looks kind of like muddy water, but you detect tiny silvery particles suspended in the fluid. You identify it as a narcotic.
Mm.
There is enough in this bottle for everyone to take some.
Interesting. All right, Ricky, can you put this back in your sock?
Yeah.
No one
Yes.
drinks it unless we're desperate, I think, is probably what we want to go with that. Or unless we really want to have fun. We'll see.
I feel like I look over and see Charlie like get excited about that. Don't know if that's true or not, but feels right.
Okay. So after your hour of reading through this diary, you come across several notable excerpts. They are November 3rd, 1920. Says, it would have suited our family better if we had died in the war. Dead heroes are more convenient than the broken living. March 5th, 1921. Now we are in Switzerland. Here we can live in peace. September 17th, 1921. The Duke's conversation is without peer. When I listen to him, I forget my own memories.
Are these written down in the Google Drive?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, hold on, you need to repeat like 12 times. Okay.
Nope. I already put these into the Google Drive. I'm reading them for our lovely listeners. November 10th, 1921. The books the Duke loaned me have opened my eyes. Perhaps that old Arabic scroll of mine holds mysteries as yet unknown. February 2nd, 1922. I have received the translation of Milan's scroll. I wonder if this Sedefkar simulacrum yet exists? June 25th, 1922. The trail ends in 1789. I have written to the owners of the Count's house. I would go there, but I cannot leave William alone. October 3rd, 1922. The Duke has given me something for my insomnia. I sleep deeply and had the most vivid dream of Lausanne in olden times. November 12th, 1922. 2 nights ago, I held a brass button in my hand as I slept and set it down in dream Lausanne. When I awoke, it was gone. The next night, I fetched it back in my dream and woke with it clasped in my hand. January 1st, 1923, so mere weeks ago. I hold no hope for this new year. My research leads nowhere, and soon my habit will cost us our shop. Where will William live then? January 5th, 1923. I fear I must sell the scroll. The Duke would be interested, but I need another bidder to drive the price against him. I have hidden it in Dream Lausanne for safekeeping.
I thought so. If you hadn't said that,
January 14th, 1923. Success! Tomorrow I am sure to make the sale, and our lives begin anew.
Oof, that didn't end well.
Definitely Edmund.
Edgar?
Golly, gee willikers. I went through like all the other ones.
You did.
I think after reading that, I'll say I'll tell Gertrude, I'll be like, I think we have to take that to get the scroll.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yes. I don't know if tonight is the right night for it. Maybe. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is tonight a good night for this?
For Dreamland?
Hold on a second. Now, I just met you all, but are you honestly just talking about going into some sort of tangible dream like it happens every day?
Slightly. And I will point towards Dr. Nelly and I'll say, would you please explain the dream that we had the other night?
Oh, at this point, Nellie will have probably come out wrapped in a blanket because she's still mad and misses that bed already. But she's just, oh, I am the night. And yeah, she'll say, she'll say, oh, well, you see, it's actually a very interesting phenomenon. I haven't really had time to actually digest it, but yes, it seems that on certain occasion, now the issue obviously is going to be if we're here and not on the train, how are we to get to the Dreamland? My understanding, Mason, was that we have to be on the train to get to the train in the dream.
But this is a different thing. However, I do agree we can always try this on the train, but I think this is a different dream. This one is called Dreamless Son, and not the Orient Express, I believe.
Okay. I have hair in my mouth. Okay, so that's an issue then, because I've never been there, so I don't know how you get there.
Aren't we in Lasan right now?
Yes.
I'm talking about Dreamless Son.
Well, it says in his diary that he drank from this bottle, which I assume that's what the Duke gave him, and he slept deeply and saw Lasan of old.
The muddy water.
Well, it's a faint narcotic, really. It's probably slightly hallucinatory.
Well, then that begs the issue. So, don't get me wrong, I absolutely believe in the supernatural, and I am beginning to understand that there are multiple dimensions and varying states of interest. But my concern here is we don't know if the effect of this, what did you call it? A pseudo-narcotic?
Just a narcotic, probably. I'm not sure exactly of its origin.
Right. Well, I am allergic to oxycodone, so that's what's in there. I can't take it.
I'm also competing in a tournament. Also, question, do they check for steroids at this point in time? Is that a thing? Because I feel like it isn't.
No.
Cool, so I can have however many narcotics I want. Hopefully this is accurate.
Oh, it sure is.
In the 20s, they, like, all the lords and ladies had cocaine parties at their house, so, yeah.
We're going to just say that I'm good then. I'll say I will take... I'm willing to be one of the guinea pigs.
Jenny, Gertrude is fairly certain with her hard success in chemistry that there is not any I just completely spaced. Thank you, oxycodone in this drug.
Okay.
And so Nellie should be okay.
You know, now that I think about it, I really do think that you should be fine too. I don't believe it has the correct molecular structure. Of course, I can't be certain without getting it to the lab and under the microscope, but, you know, I'm sure it's fine.
I have a question. What are your qualifications, and we have not met?
Oh, I'm sorry. I met your lovely friends. I'm Gertrude Brett. Forget the end. Qualifications. obviously I'm not a doctor such as yourself, but I have studied fairly broadly. I'm a little bit, shall we say, out of a gig at the moment, but I was at the University of Geneva in the sciences department. Had an unfortunate accident. Sort of don't have a lab anymore. Things happen when you mix chemicals and electricity occasionally, and boom. And so I'm a bit of a free agent at the moment. I ran into your lovely friends in the cafe while we were waiting for Mr. Edgar to bring us the scroll so that we could start the bidding. And let's see, I was conned by a con man who ordered a very expensive dinner, which he then walked out of and left me to pay for. And I was with your friends when we saw them, we acquired the objects, and
And as she continues to ramble, I'm going to say, Nellie, I think we need you for this one. You and I are the only two who remember the Orient Express and being there with everyone. So I am willing to do this on my own, but I do think that either your academic knowledge or general smarts will help us remember if we see something that we need.
Okay, well, as long as she can certify that there is no oxycodone in there, then I believe I'm good.
I'm going to gesture towards Gertrude and be like, mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Very, very certain. I would like to come along with you if that's all right. I'm not sure if this will help my cases or hurt my cases, but I do know Arabic fairly well. I'm not sure if any of you have the language or not, but it could be helpful to sort of cut out the middleman, so to speak. If you need a translation of something.
Unfortunately, my Arabic, while I do speak it, has a bit of well, you could help brush me up since I've kind of fallen behind as I've gotten more attached to French and Latin and Greek. I speak actually a lot of Greek. But yeah.
Excellent. I only have a little Greek, so maybe you can brush me up on my Greek. This is perfect.
Wonderful. We can do this. No competition. I think Nellie's genuinely like, heck yeah, an academic. She just needed to know she was an academic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, is Gertrude sorry, I really have to let this dog out. Is she British or French or what's her nationality?
She's American.
Oh, so Nellie is, yeah, he really needs to go outside. I'm so sorry. So, okay, Hank.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
On that note, should we, the three people that are here, should we leave someone in? Should we have someone not take this?
Probably would be a good idea to have someone be able to wake us up.
So, as you guys are considering this, yes, someone could stay awake. Then they, like you had earlier, Mason, would miss out on a bit of what happens in the dreams. However, there is that fear of if you guys go to sleep here, you are not positive you will wake up in time for the train. So the option is to go and get on the train. It will depart at 7, and you can get on it tonight. It's about 11, and the train comes in and waits until 7, and then it will take off again.
Then I think we should just get on the train. Gertrude, are you... I know you said you've lost your gig, so to speak. Are you in for... would you like to travel with us? You would have to pay your own expenses, but you are more than welcome to travel.
Well, it's an odd coincidence that I actually came to Lausanne to board the train tomorrow morning, so I already have my fare booked. So I would be delighted to join you on this little gander.
It's like it was planned or something. Breaking the fourth wall. Perfect. And I guess on that note, we'll pack our things and go to the train.
And I will say that gives us the added advantage of not being here should the police come to call.
True. And I will also be cleaning up this room.
Not too much, because it still needs to look like people were here for a long time.
I feel like, the general cleaning, like, oh, maybe make sure the fire's out and, like, all cleanish. And maybe not 400 cigarettes sitting around.
Okay. Charlie, what are your thoughts on all of this? Are you interested in going into the dream world? Are you not?
Yes, I'm super interested in going into the dream world.
Especially because you don't remember what happened last time?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, as of right now, at least 4 of you are going into the dream world. Probably all 5, if Ricky makes it back. And you and Nelly and Ricky, the 3 of you, kind of clean up the area. Ricky has been transformed into a dog. It's miraculous. And you get your bags and head back to the station. At about... Oh, I have this information because I did this. Close to 11, the train arrives. And you are able to get on it all together. You are able to find your bunks. Gertrude's is in the same car. She's just several doors down. And you guys want to all be in the same room when you take this, or do you want to each be in your own?
I feel like we'd probably do guys and girls.
Okay.
Propriety
But-
must be observed. This is true.
But, I mean, I'll let the girls speak for themselves.
How progressive of you.
I was thinking we should all be in the same room in case something
Right.
terrible happens, but whatever.
I feel like it just looks like we partied a little too hard if we're all in the same car.
I mean, it's a dream world. Anything can happen.
I think he means in the waking world, though.
Well,
So
those
are
of
we
you
going-
who traveled to this dream world before, do you end up in the same location
We do.
we're in?
I awoke in my own bunk, and nothing of note happened. For me, anyways. I hear some other things happened while I was away.
I befriended a cat.
You did.
I'm allergic to cats.
There are a
I'm
lot
not
of things.
for a treat.
Sure, let's all be in the same room. Any opposition? Let's get druggy!
Okay.
Oh, boy.
How would you like to take it? Gertrude, you are fairly certain that whether you ingest it or place it on your skin, the effect will be the same.
Well, you don't ever put anything into your mouth if you don't have to.
I would like to just take a swig.
Okay.
It honestly looks disgusting.
So
Wait,
Dirty
Charlie
bottom.
takes the bottle and is like, dude, bottoms up. Mutters something about this tastes awful. And then collapses to the floor unconscious.
Nice.
Good. This bodes well for all of us. I'm gonna take the bottle before she collapses and dash a little bit on my arm, maybe rub it in a little bit and pass it off, and say, "If you want to do what she did, do what you want." And I'm gonna go lay down in my bunk.
Oh, I was actually gonna say, can you give me a luck roll there, Mason?
Yeah. If a hard success is a thing, I had a hard success.
Okay, you make it to the bed and fall face flat into it.
Cool.
I want to make sure that Nellie takes it first because while I'm very certain that it doesn't have whatever she's allergic to in it, I want to make sure that she's safely asleep first.
She'll put it on her hand, or like I don't know, maybe she'll like rub it right here, kind of get it into the nose, and she'll, as she does that, she goes, "I hope I don't die, because if this is the last thing I ever smell, I can guarantee you I will come back as a poltergeist and hunt you. But anyway, good night."
And she passes. Were you sitting somewhere, or were you just standing there?
Oh, I was sitting on the floor, so she'll fall back
Yep.
on the floor.
Yep. All right. Ricky takes it as well. He kind of looks down at Charlie, nudges her with his foot, picks her up, puts her on a bed, and he goes, "Eh." And he also takes a swig and hands it to Gertrude.
All right.
And he sits down and then passes out.
Yeah, I will sit down kind of opposite him where if someone was to walk in, it would look like we were just having a conversation and sort of fell asleep. But at a respectable distance.
Sure.
And I'll just dab a little on the wrists and there we go.
All right. So you guys wake up. Charlie, you had woken up on the floor. Mason, you wake up face first in the bed. Nellie, Gertrude, Ricky wake up sitting on the floor. And you are wearing whatever clothes you had on you as you had fallen asleep. I believe none of you guys had changed into your pajamas yet, so.
Nellie probably was in her pajamas and that blanket.
Okay. You awake in your pajamas with the blanket around your shoulders.
Is everyone awake at this point?
Everyone has awoken.
Okay. I'll say, if this is actually Lasan, where we've gone to sleep, and what's the guy? It's not Duke. And Edgar said he kept his scroll at the bank. What if we go to the bank?
So you stand up. The compartment looks the same, except the blinds are drawn and there is a very harsh white light kind of shining around the edges. As you guys leave your compartment and kind of peer out into the hallway, you see all the blinds are drawn and all of the doors to the other compartments are open except for one. You also see an exit.
And Nellie changed because isn't there like a ton of wardrobe?
There is nothing on this train that you can change into.
All right, because this isn't the monster train.
You are absolutely correct. This is not the Dreamlands Express.
I'm really curious about that one closed room, but
Oh my.
I don't want to check that one yet. I want to check that on the way back.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants to check, by all means.
What if the scroll is in there?
Then you should check. I don't want to check.
I'll check with you, Charlie.
Okay, perfect. We'll walk over there, open the door.
You cannot open it. It is nailed shut. However, you do sense, you do smell a faint aroma of decay.
Ew. Let's not open this door, Charlie.
Oh, I was gonna try to kick it open.
You may try. Roll a strength check.
It's gonna be so sad.
No, you'll be fine.
Oh, cool. I do not succeed.
Okay. The door at the end of the carriage opens and a brilliant bright light streams in.
I go through.
As you step out of the train, you find yourself in a wasteland. This harsh light fills the sky, but you don't see a sun. It just feels like a limitless plain that's the color of ash. The train is really the only thing you see until you step down and you see a doorway. No walls, a door. The door inside this doorway is slightly open.
Heading in.
All right, Mason is heading towards the door.
All right. Are you finished trying to kick the door, Charlie?
I guess. I'll try again when we come back.
Okay.
Next time I'll be better.
Nelly and Ricky follow.
Yeah, no,
Did you step
following me,
through?
for sure.
Oh, say that again?
Nellie's following Mason.
Okay. As you step through that door, you enter into the Wellington's taxidermy shop. However,
You should look under the bed.
it is not exactly the same. Technology has stopped at about the 1400s. So you still see the taxidermied animals, but you do not smell formaldehyde. You do not see any ice or refrigeration. There is no electric lights. Instead, there are burning torches on the wall. You like it, and so this place smells bad. You can see through the shop to the open front door.
I think I'd probably want to search around in here a little bit, check where I found the other scroll and diary.
Okay. So you go upstairs?
Yeah. Kind of expecting there to be dead bodies there.
There are
Like
no
the
dead
Orient.
bodies.
Other.
You cannot open William's room, and you cannot open the kitchen. But you are able to open the door to Edgar's room, and you see his notes. Like, paper is just spread everywhere. I mean, it's more vellum and quills than paper and pens, but it's scattered across the room. The bed is a roped bed supporting a straw mattress. It's a bit of a
Yeah. Looking past all of the mess, is there anything of note? Like, are the pages things that he's deciphered from the scrolls, or is there anything else in the room?
You may make a spot hidden or a track. Gertrude, Charlie, Nellie, and Ricky, what would you guys like to do? Mason is upstairs looking for the bedroom.
I'm going to be upstairs with Mason as well, and so I'd like to roll spot hidden on that
Okay, awesome.
because I haven't rolled anything yet. Oh goodness!
You didn't.
I'm
Hard success for me.
going to push my roll. You Wait, you got a success?
I got a hard success, so you don't need to push that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Never mind.
Okay.
So I stumble and trip on a rug and hit my head on
This isn't
the
5e.
wall. I know. No, I'm just saying though, for flavor, for story. Like I'm looking around and trying to find something, and I trip like on a rug and put my head on a wall, and Mason's like, "Dude," or not.
You actually fell like into the door of the kitchen, and as you did so, you realized there was no handle on the door. Like there's no way to get through that door. It's really just part of the wall.
So these are almost his memories.
Mhm.
Or what he's constructed, in a sense.
All right, so I'll get back to your spot hidden, Charlie, Nellie, and Gertrude.
Can I look around downstairs and see if there's like a safe or like a register or something that they may have put something in?
Yes. You may do a spot hidden as well.
I'm looking for the room and seeing if there's like any recorded journaling of how they're doing or techniques and stuff like that.
Okay. Make an archaeology, anthropology, one of those two rolls for me. And Gertrude.
It sounds like everyone upstairs is doing just fine. I'm very uncomfortable with all of this gross non-modern taxidermy stuff. And I remember that they used to use beetles to clean bones, to clean the flesh off of bones, things like that. So I am looking for any unusual insectoids.
Okay. Excellent. You do that. You are very concerned, Gertrude, with a badly stuffed bear that's kind of standing in the corner.
Okay. I'm staying away from that.
Okay. All right.
I succeeded, just in case.
So Nellie, you succeed in kind of seeing some notes. Mason, you also uncover like practice writings, as if somebody was attempting to, forge a document in a language they're not actually fluent in. And it's one of those where the scroll is not in this room.
Mm.
It has probably been hidden better than that, especially because you can sense a struggle probably took place here. Charlie, how'd you do for your safe searching?
I got an extreme success.
Charlie, as you go through, you were in like the downstairs, right?
Yeah.
As you go through that, like this place is gross. There's a gutted deer. The animals are so crudely preserved, and many of them are decaying. And you see Gertrude kind of eyeing this tall bear, and you give a look at it, and then you kind of walk past it, then stop, back up, turn, and give it your full consideration. And you are fairly certain, with the way that its mouth is open, somebody could have like put something in the bear's throat.
Okay, am I tall enough to reach in?
Probably. You're going to have to make a Constitution saving throw. or not Constitution saving throw, sorry, Constitution roll, and you have to get a hard success in order to stomach doing this.
Here, wait.
No. Blow.
Gertrude, as you were standing there, the front door is open, and you hear crowds of people moving down the street. And as you kind of listen to that, you hear a bell is tolling.
Like a church bell?
Yeah, and you don't know how you missed it before because
push
it's annoying. Wow.
Ugh.
It is.
Bring out your dad.
Or that you pushed your luck on.
Not yet.
Man, a Constitution.
You can push your luck on anything.
Happy.
Yes, you can spend your luck on anything.
No, can you push your roll on anything except for sanity and?
You cannot push your roll. Well, you can still push your roll on sanity or a luck roll. You cannot spend your luck on a sanity or luck roll.
Okay.
And then you cannot push rolls when you're doing something that's opposed to somebody else. So in a fight, or if two people are tugging on something, you can't push your roll then.
So I push my roll.
Okay.
You just want to make sure that she could actually push her roll.
Were you successful?
Yes, I got a hard success.
Okay. Maybe up and down isn't the easiest way. Maybe in and up.
Oh, great. That's so much worse. Can I find a stool or something?
Yeah. You find a very rough carved wooden stool. Stand on it on your tiptoes, and you're able to put your hand in, and there is something in there.
Is it Eric?
Is it squishy?
Is it
It's
paper?
not. It's a leather scroll case.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna pull it out and see
Ooh.
if I can.
You pull your arm out, and you are covered in the question slurry of the insides that have been decaying around this scroll.
You might want to watch that one.
And you vaguely remember sticking your arm
Oh, yeah.
into something on the Dreamlands Express, and it was like mucusy,
That was way
but
better.
it didn't smell like this.
Ugh.
I'm gonna yell to everybody and say, I found it!
And I'm going to say, can we go? Because that bell is really starting to be a problem.
The bell?
Yeah, now you hear it too, Charlie. There's a bell ringing outside, like a church bell.
Oh. I did not hear. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Oh, you're okay.
Sure.
Yeah, we should. Wait, can I open the case just to like make sure?
Yeah, there's a scroll inside.
Okay. Could I tell if it's like what language it was in, so I could make sure that it is the
You would have to
I can.
break the seal, open it up. You might
Okay.
not want to do that because your
Yeah.
hands are a little dirty.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
And you can hold it out to Gertrude, but I don't know that she would touch it.
I would give it to Nellie. I bet she would touch it.
Oh,
Me.
would.
Well, but was the scroll like inside a pouch where if we pull the scroll out, it's not all covered in goop?
Yes, the scroll was
But then-
inside the case.
So then Gertrude would totally look at it.
No, don't take it out of the sleeve.
All right.
Leave it in the protective case. And at this point, Ricky takes off his jacket and just grabs it and starts trying to wipe stuff off. I can get another jacket, but let's keep it inside of here and get out.
All right, let's go.
Okay, cool.
Okay. You guys are exiting out the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well go the same way we came when we showed up.
Wait,
Okay.
was there? Can I ask if there's anything else that I saw since I got an extreme success? Like anything that I would potentially want to bring back?
Oh, there's nothing in this room that looks pleasant enough to want to hold in your hand while you go back to sleep. But with your extreme success, you realize the front door is actually pushed in the wrong direction. It is pushed out. Typically, it was pushed in. Like when you enter into the house, the door pushes into the house. This door is pushed out as if it was pushed from the inside of the house out into the street.
Can I just like peek outside?
Yeah. Outside, it looks like Lasan, especially this Lasan that you spent time in the dark of night. But it's too much of like a gothic nightmare. People are wearing medieval costume and they are streaming uphill towards the cathedral.
Ew.
Sky has a rich purple tint to it. And as you look out, you see a gibbet at the corner.
What is that?
It is a. Let me get a picture for you. It's a Hangsman gallows. All right. I am dropping it into Discord like that. As it loads forever.
Oh. Yeah. Gallows.
Yes.
I thought a gibbet was like some sort of like a golem, like. Yeah.
Oh boy. So question. I'm trying it. So anything that we had on us is with us now, correct?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Weapons. So,
You reach for your gun, it's a stick.
Classic.
work with that. What about my straight edge razor?
It is a dagger.
That's fine. What about my brass knuckles?
It's another dagger.
I feel like we should probably just blitz, because that just seems like a bunch of people that are dead who are going to the cathedral to be buried.
But it's good to take stock of what you have. And where are we trying to exit to?
If you exit out the back door, you will go to the wastelands and the train that you got off of earlier. If you go through the front door, you will enter the streets of Dream Lasan.
Fit.
We got what we came for, right?
Fit.
But there's always the possibility that there's more.
But also the possibility of like us having to fight a bunch of people.
Losing the thing that we need.
Right. We've been looking for this for like 3 sessions.
Right. Mason, will you make an intelligence check for me?
Whom?
Mason.
Sorry.
Oh,
Who else looked at Edgar's body? Ricky, will you make an intelligence check for me also?
No, I looked at William's body.
Mm-hmm.
but
Success.
also, well, you're not talking about sanity, because I was going to say, as a gangster, I've got some immunity towards sanity and viewing dead bodies.
No, you don't have to roll any sanity loss.
Oh, baby, that is a hard success. I rolled a 2.
Yeah, that's a critical success.
That's a crit.
Oh, yes, sorry. My intelligence is not that low. Yeah, those dice are not in dice scale. Those are.
Ricky, you were thinking back to how Mason was describing Edgar's death. And you recall Mason telling you about how Edgar had 2 needle marks in his arms, one on his right and one on his left. And you were wondering if he made it to Dream Lasan before he died.
Guys, I think Edgar's here.
Where? He's not home. I don't necessarily want to call his name in the street.
Hold on. It just came to me in a flash with insights. Multiple needle marks. That bastard might have just made it here before they got to him. We need him.
Wait, but why?
You may be able to tell us who killed him.
Does it?
And provide more
Yes,
information.
it does matter, Charlie.
We got the scrolls. I had to stick my arm down freaking Baron's throat to get it. We should just leave.
Use your humanity.
This is a dream. He's already dead.
If
Maybe
so, if his consciousness is actually here, then that's a groundbreaking scientific study and potentially one step closer to fostering immortality.
Okay, for once, I'm being the rational human being. We should get back on the train.
But also, if it's possible for people to go to an alternate dimension rather than actually die, that could change a lot of things, couldn't it?
What if heaven is an alternate dimension?
Well, if this is heaven, then I'm happy to live in sin all of my days.
I'm not going to take that chance. Pretty sure we're tripping.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go find Edgar.
I'm going to come with you, Ricky.
Yep, I'm coming as well.
Great. Jenny, handy with the dagger. Or sorry, Gertrude, handy with the dagger.
Um,
Handy with the dagger.
probably not, but I'll take it.
Okay, take it. Yes. And Ricky's got many weapons on him. I just can't express this enough. Like,
We know.
just
I
weapons. But
Oh,
see,
man.
Guys, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. We have what we came for.
I don't see an issue.
Nathan,
You guys can correct me.
Nathan,
Split the
your hand.
party.
No.
Who
come in
are
with us.
you?
Ricky grabs his hand and puts another dagger in his hand. Let's go. Come on.
But if we can get the scroll back, question: was there any? I'll ask everyone. Was there any of this narcotic left?
I had the last dose, or I had the bottle last. Was there any left, Becca?
You don't remember.
I don't know.
Cool. We got one shot. It's now. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, but if we lose the scroll in here, we won't be able to get it back.
You want to
I
not?
got it. Guys, we're gonna. I got it. No, I got it. Trust me. I'm gonna go upstairs, grab one of the fake scrolls, the one that looks the most realistic. We're gonna go downstairs, and there's a leather, I don't know, case for the actual scroll. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the actual scroll out, put the fake one in, and now we have a duplicate. So if someone tries to steal it from us, we can give them this.
Okay, what are we gonna do with the actual scrolls then?
Give it to Nellie. She'll protect it.
Now, do you have any daggers? Weapons?
You just gave me one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
That's
literally
right.
just put it in my hand.
That's right. Okay.
I responded with neat.
A certain
Right.
movie made me think of that one.
Wow.
I
Really?
got caught up
Shocker.
thinking about what I'm talking about, and I don't know about it, but I trust you. So, okay.
Well, I think if we note that the scroll is in danger, I would just simply wake up, like Mason did on the train.
Right. The question is, do you need to be in the same location as your body was? That would be my only question. It may not be.
Very good at running.
I mean, either way, I'll protect her at all costs.
I have a high dodge.
Let's do this.
No.
All
Building
right.
that we're in, does that correspond to the Brothers Taxidermy Service?
What? Say that question again.
The building that we are in Dreamless Song, does that correspond to where the Brothers Taxidermy Service is in Real Song?
Yes.
Okay. And we didn't see Edgar there.
True.
How do you said we can see people moving towards the cathedral, right?
Yes. Yes.
How do the people look? Are they like zombified, decaying corpses with tatters hanging off of them? What do they look like?
These people are dressed in medieval clothes, and they are all talking pretty adamantly to each other. You realize you can understand them, but it is not in English, nor is it in French, nor is it Latin, nor is it Greek, nor is it Arabic. Somehow you're able to understand them, and you assume it's because you are in the dream.
Could we
Sure.
find some like clothes or something, or a cloak or something, so we could like blend in a little?
You will not find that in the taxidermy shop.
I was going to say, do the people here look like they're from the 1400s, or do they
Yes.
look like they could be from anywhere?
They look like they'd be from the 1400s.
Could I put on the bear?
That's gross. Don't do it.
Yeah, that's really gross.
I mean, I could cut it out, let the stuff out just real quick. No,
Hard pass.
It would take a long time.
probably.
And it smells
Never mind.
really bad. It's decaying.
Yeah, I mean, smell. I've smelled some things.
You
but
have.
Yeah. Just curious.
I'll just step out onto the front stoop,
Okay.
and there are people in the street right there.
Yes, the walking past.
I'll just wave,
Oh,
see if they notice.
Nobody waves back at you. You get a few like looks.
Okay, so they do see me.
Yes.
Okay. And they don't seem to care.
No.
They probably won't mind then if we don't look like them. We just walk with them. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
I think it's fine for us to go. I mean, obviously we would look different, but at this point, that's fine.
This is Cthulhu. Literally everything could go wrong.
She's not wrong.
This is true.
Okay, let's go. Let's start like walking down the street. If we're doing this, we're doing it.
Okay. Alrighty. So you begin walking down the street. People, are heading towards the cathedral. They are going in many different directions. And as you walk, it definitely catches you all by surprise. When a gaping fissure splits the middle of the street and off to the right. The street happened to be empty, but suddenly there was a crack. There's now a hole in the ground, and an icy wind blasts outward, moaning down the street.
Yeah.
You continue
Wonder-
on.
I wonder if our dream is fracturing because we didn't have a large dose.
Maybe.
But it's also not our reality. It was Edgar's reality.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's.
Ah, good call. Good call. Press on.
You press on. A group of grotesquely clothed people kind of push past you to get in front of you. They are masked and cowled. They are costumed as Death, an angel, a medieval soldier, a lion, a Turk, an assassin, and a rustic lass and lad.
I'm going to grab the angel by the shoulder.
It turns to you, and you see it is weeping tears of blood from China Blue Doll's eyes and a completely expressionless face. You hear them chanting in Latin, and a reek of incense kind of surrounds them. You have the angel, and you're looking at it, and then suddenly the lion sprouts wings, leaps into the air. A soldier sprouts wings, leaps into the air after him, and cuts him down. The body falls to the ground, blood splattering the pavement.
Could I see the soldier's face?
Go.
It is expressionless like the angels, and it is also weeping tears of blood.
Ew. So maybe we don't want to chum with the locals.
I don't think those are the locals, though, right? The locals are actual people who we can understand.
I mean, they were walking to the cathedral also, so.
I feel like they're
I want
I
to scan the crowd, see if we can see Edgar.
Yeah.
same.
Go
Or
ahead
signs.
and roll a spot hidden check.
Don't fail me now,
Can I attempt to track?
Oh, that's a crit success. No,
Nice.
Hank, that is my cookie. Get out of here. Get my cookie. No.
What if someone hypothetically were to have rolled a 100?
You fumble. Awesome. Okay. I mean, oh no. That's terrible. Okay.
Again, crit success. I rolled a 5.
Awesome. Mason, were you able to track?
Official roll.
I wouldn't push that. I'm debating on using 8 luck to get me there, but I think I'm going to pass and say I did not succeed.
Okay. Charlie, are you looking for anything, or are you just like sticking with the group and muttering under your breath about how stupid everybody's being?
I'm just gonna be mopey, because, yeah. This is stupid. We got what we came for.
Okay. Ricky, with your critical success, you are peering at all the people. You hear somebody say something about a trial, and you kind of look past them. Right beyond them is an alleyway that is strewn with flowers and bulbs, and it smells amazing. There are no garlic plants, and you realize that there are no shadows on that street. Gertrude, with your fumble, you are looking around, trying to take in everything. You see Mason kind of sidestep a street magician who is displaying an empty hat. The street magician inserts his right arm, and it disappears. He inserts his left arm into his hat, and it disappears. He puts his left leg into the hat. It disappears. He puts his right leg into the hat. It disappears. And he collapses to the ground, laughing hysterically and asking for someone to retrieve the limbs from the hat. And Mason is like sidestepping around that, very unnerved, I would assume.
Cautiously as well.
Cautious, very cautious. And as you were staring, you bump into an old woman stirring a huge black cauldron. And she turns around and thrusts a bowl like right up under your nose. And says, "Hungry, dear." And since you fumbled, you lose 1 sanity point as you look into the bowl and you see skinned, writhing fingers.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh. I think I'm on Charlie's side now. Like, we should go back.
Thank you. Woo! There's one.
Do you guys
What
go back or do you continue?
Grab Charlie and Gertrude by the backs of their coats, whatever garment they're wearing on their torso, and just start making a beeline for that alleyway.
And I will follow.
Or the one with all the flowers?
Yep.
Nellie, you don't know what it is, but you do not want to enter that alley.
Because of the fingers?
No, the woman was not in the alley. There's no garlic plants in the alley.
Oh, vampire.
And there's no shadows.
And that's a lot of roses. And wasn't there like the smell of rose when the Count showed himself to you earlier?
Yeah.
Let's not go over there.
No, she doesn't.
I'm going.
She stays away.
I'm gonna call at them and pull them back.
Into the alley?
Yep.
I don't think that's the smartest decision.
Pulling them back. Active.
I think we need to be very aware that we're not playing in 5e or 13th age.
Cool.
You are
Okay.
not.
I'm
Okay. So
going.
Ricky
that.
has Charlie and Gertrude, and they step into the alley. Nellie and Mason pause kind of at the alley entrance. And as Ricky turns around, perhaps to gesture to everybody else to join him, that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Well done in going to the dream world and finding the scroll. I hope you can keep it. And yeah, could be back next week, unless we have plans for President's Day. I don't. I will be here. Whether or not anyone will play with me is another question, but you know, it's fine.
I'll be here.
So hopefully next week, you guys will be back to find out what else is in this alley and where Edgar is and whether or not the investigators will bother to continue to search for him or write him off as the lost cause he is. So, thank you so much. Did you guys have fun?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Question. You said when I was searching for my weapons, one of the things I found was a stake, correct?
A stick. Yes, you found a stick.
Oh, a stick, not a steak.
A short I sound, not a long A sound.
Thanks. I was just curious if that was a slight bit of foreshadowing that having a stake would be good for killing a vampire, but
I mean,
one could...
as Mark says, a stick and a stake are practically the same thing.
Just one needs a dagger to sharpen the end. That's all.
I'd rather have a silver pointy thing, though. We'll see.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys had fun. I had fun running this tonight. I got to play on the grotesque of Cthulhu because it's finally showing up, which was fun. And so thank you to all of our friends who are watching us. Thank you to our viewers. We appreciate you guys doing this. We can't do any of that without you. We can't play games. We can't show them. So you guys keep us running, and we are very appreciative of that. So thank you again to JD and Phantom of Truth for keeping us somewhat on track and attempting to help us with all the technical 1920s cultural lore. Thank you again to Kelly Feck, who designed our frames. She created tonight's. She created the Jackals frames that you see every other week here on Iconic Production, and she created Friday night's frames. Speaking of which, if you like what you do and you are interested in watching more of us, we have games on Tuesdays and Thursdays, either at the Ulysses International channel or here on Iconic Production. And we have Adventures in Gebercan. It Gets Worse, our 5th edition game on Friday nights. And if you enjoy any of this and you like 13th Age, that was referenced tonight, you can go back and watch some of our previous episodes as we, brought about the end of the world. And you can also listen to our podcast on 13th Age by the Iconic Podcast group. Don't hesitate to show your support by subscribing to our channel, either here on Twitch or on YouTube. You can also support us on Patreon. We love running games, we love playing in games, and we cannot do it without you. Check out Chaosium.com for more Call of Cthulhu goodies, along with this adventure. Although if you look ahead, you are not allowed to tell anything to my players. And we hope you all have a wonderful week. Have a good night.